tea, take 2. This is a oolong tea, special Chinese tea, and into my oolong tea I put ginger, goji berries, and a little piece of cinnamon quill. I learnt the technique of putting goji berries in tea when I was travelling in the Himalayas. Up there on top of the world in Tibet, I had a beautiful tea. It had various different Tibetan herbs and berries and seed pods and interesting bits and pieces in it. And then a few years ago they started selling goji berries here in Oz, so I decided to continue the Tibetan tradition of goji berries in tea. It's really good. They expand, they absorb all the water and expand and add a bit of citrusy zing to the pot of tea. There's some of the goji berries floating around. This is my garden. It was mainly a present from my little sister, as well as the aloe vera was a present from my friend Paul, who's a Sydney Boys High old boy. And the aloe vera has been growing up, so I've taken off the clones off the side of it and put them in another pot. This is a block of units that I live in, the housing estate. And this is the friendly frog on the balcony that leans on his knee and checks out the world with a kind of amazed, somehow cynical look. I've worked out what it is about the frog, why he's got a cynical look. It's because of his raised eyebrow. Whenever someone raises an eyebrow, it's probably because they don't believe what you've just told them. So this is my disbelieving frog looking at me with his raised eyebrow. Cute fella though. I've lived in this flat for about 5 years now, which is probably the longest I've ever lived anywhere in my life apart from in the family home. It's a bit of a... This is another level of my altar with an Indian painting of goddess Kali and an Indian sculpture in front of Kali of the Indian god Shiva. And various other spiritual paraphernalia that I've collected or made over the years. This is a wall hanging of Buddha Shakyamuni, Gautama Buddha, that I got from Paddy's Markets. I was glad to find it because I've been looking for a Buddha hanging for a while. I just meditate on this Buddha, the kinsman of the sun, while I'm reading the Pali Canon Buddhist Suttas. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful hanging.